This is exactly what the Lakers need as they played their second summer league game and came out victorious due to a total team effort and some continually surprising play from guys on the roster in the exact position the Lakers need upgrades in. We'll dive into the game and talk about some of those players and how their skill sets can help the Lakers' main team. What's good? I'm Okechi Apakama, and this is Lakers Digest coming at you with another video. And before we get into everything we have for you for today's video, I just want to remind you guys to subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, guys. If you guys want all of those Laker updates that we are getting out to you for this summer. So with that out the way, let's hop straight into the topics we have for you today, because there was a game the Lakers played tonight against the New Orleans Pelicans, and they were able to come out victorious. The Lakers were able to get their first win in Vegas due to a large part to the team effort just up and down the roster. They had guys contributed. They did a really good job passing it to one another, and we're doing a really good job defensively in really stifling New Orleans Pelicans and what they were trying to do. But there was a couple of guys that I really want to highlight and how they were playing. And let's just take a look at that box score for the Los Angeles Lakers, as leading the way in scoring was Cole Swider. Once again, had 21 points, 10 rebounds, which is good to see. 4 from 9 from 3. Bronny James had 14 points with a couple of steals and some assists. And then Darius Bazley, who continues to play well, had 12 points, 10 rebounds. And then Christian Koloko, who is in his second game of the summer, had 13 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 block shots. Also off the bench, Arthur Kamal had 12 points and a couple of threes. And then also RJ Davis, who played some nice defense as well, had 9 points and a couple of baskets there off the bench. But yeah, it was a very total team effort from the Los Angeles Lakers, and they had a lot of just contributors just left, right, and center for them, as they were able to get this win against the Pelicans. But the most important thing about Summer League is how these players are growing and developing and how they can contribute to the main ball club. And there was a couple of guys that I saw right here that can really add some things to the Lakers, and especially in places where the Lakers need some help, where especially in that big man position, and then also some of that point of attack defense, which is what the Lakers have been kind of looking for here for these last couple of roster spots that they're probably going to have opened up here with the whole Shake Milton situation. But let's dive even deeper into that, because the Lakers really had some great front court play from their front court players, and mainly I just want to highlight Darius Bazley. Darius Bazley has had a very nice summer, and while he is an older veteran, so to say, in the summer league, as it's going to be his 6th NBA season, he's the guy that has been making the most of his opportunity and has been playing exceptional basketball, using his athleticism and defensive tools to really take over games and really be a physically imposing presence at his 6'9" lanky frame size. So Darius Bazley once again had a very nice game here. Darius Bazley had 12 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and then he had a combination of 7 steals and blocks. So he had 5 block shots and 2 steals, really filling it up in those defensive stats there. Darius Bazley is, and it's just really good to see, because he's a guy that coming into the summer, many Laker fans weren't expecting too much from a guy like Darius Bazley, and now he's really kind of making a name for himself and really vying if he can crack a rotation spot for the Lakers. And it's a little bit different because he doesn't have the capability to be onto a contract, because he is 5 years into the NBA. So he would have to take up a roster spot, whether it's going to be a veteran minimum contract, and he would have to take it from one of the guys, maybe even a Shake Milton, Maxi Kleber, or one of these guys here or there, or at the end of that bench there. So there's a lot of things that Rob Pelinka and the Lakers now have to maybe reevaluate now with Darius Bazley and the way he's played. And also, like I said, there was a couple of really good contributors just left, right, and center. Just like I said, Cole Swider, 21 points, has really been shooting the ball lights out. He's always shoot the ball lights out because of his incredible ability to knock down a shot. And then Darius Bazley just showing the versatility and the physical tools that he has. Christian Koloko, second game of the season, and he's another guy who I really liked the way he played. And then also Bronny James also had some very nice moments too. But Christian Koloko was another guy that I wanted to get into, because he was on the team last year and he understands some of the things that the Lakers were trying to do. And obviously he was trying to get acclimated when the Lakers made the trade for Luka Doncic. But Christian Koloko has some of the tools to be a viable big man next to Luka Doncic. And it's some of the things that he can do not only on the defensive end, because he was able to block shots, be a very big presence with his massive wingspan, but also he's a guy that can be a very good lob threat, a guy that makes himself very available when it comes to those lob catches and lob finishes. And playing with Luka Doncic, that is a way that you can get a lot of easy points. So Christian Koloko is another guy that he's already on a two-way contract, so he's already on the Lakers squad. But he's also another guy that can really be fighting for some of those end of those or those third string center minutes, or maybe even some of those backup center minutes if he starts outplaying a guy like Jackson Hayes, which is not at that point yet in time. But Christian Koloko does have the tools to be a very viable backup big. So those two guys really were showing their way out in the front court. And then just a couple of guys that I wanted to highlight there in their guard play really is some of the guards that I really like this summer is DJ Stewart. DJ Stewart did not shoot the ball particularly well in today's game, but DJ Stewart has been one of the most consistent players for this Lakers squad, and he is making his name known on the defensive end, really hounding into guys, really getting up in their jersey and really wreaking havoc on that side of the ball. And that is some of the things that you have to do to try to make an NBA squad, because all of these guys are vying for maybe just two spots. And even if that, you are still going to have to fight for playing time on that roster. So a lot of these guys are really trying to make it work. Guys like Darius Bazley, guys like DJ Stewart, really trying to make this Lakers squad and make an impact on this Lakers team. And there's a couple of guys that have some tools that the Lakers need, and Rob Pelinka and this Lakers staff have to do everything they can, use every resource they can to evaluate what type of players should be brought in and can be brought in at a more affordable price, because some of these guys are definitely going to command better minimums or maybe two-way contracts. So when you're evaluating how to fill out your roster, it is very important to have games like this in the summer to see what these guys can do within your system, because these guys are also running the Lakers system as well. So they are really getting out in full court pressure and being very disruptive on that side of the ball. They're still kind of lacking there on the back pressure, but that's where you have a guy like Darius Bazley and also Christian Koloko there to block shots, really to be that weak side defender and really shore up that paint there. And that is something the Lakers have missed, especially since they traded Anthony Davis. We'll see what DeAndre Ayton looks like coming in as a shot blocker, but just in terms of being a guy that can block shots, I think Darius Bazley and Christian Koloko are two guys that Rob Pelinka has to look very hard at as guys that maybe they can make an impact on this Laker team. But maybe I'm wrong. Let us know in the comments down below. And just one more thing for us guys, there is still 79% of you guys who have recently watched our videos who are not yet subscribed to the channel. And if you guys want more of that Laker news, Laker updates, trade rumors, and game recaps, just every and all things at Lakers, you guys are going to come right here to Lakers Digest. And just like I said, make sure you comment down below of what do you think of some of these guys. Do you think Darius Bazley should command a roster spot? Do you think Christian Koloko can fight his way on to more playing time? Do you think LeBron James or DJ Stewart can make an impact as a point of attack defender? Let us know in the comments down below. But this is going to be it for this video. I've been your host, Okechi Apakama, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.